Hi, grade 7 and 8. Lamb sauce and art forever. Okay, this is I think this is our first how-to video. So, um, this is a radial symmetry. And before we get started, I'm just going to check on our Padlet because you are going to need to do the first two steps. I'm just checking to see, first of all, remember we did our they're kind of nature piles, but they were inspired by Salome Tam. And then, but you could do whatever materials you want. Sorry, Emily, that contact sheet is fantastic, but I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm just checking to see. So we did our nature piles. I love this one. Oh, I can't do that. I have to just click on it. Sasha, this is beautiful. Look at the radial symmetry. And then we went outside or in your house and took pictures of examples of radial symmetry. Sasha's circled the pictures of the images that he thinks are going to be useful, which for this step, Sasha, that will help you a lot. Eric created one, which is super cool. And look, Eric looked through his house. I love this. I love some of the ways you found nature radial symmetry, I think, in your kitchen. Looking at Danielle's, Danielle's got a beautiful nature pile. Love those colors. And then it looks like Danielle did two contact sheets for radial symmetry. I think this one is more symmetry, like symmetrical, like two even sides. And then I think this one gets more into the radial symmetry, which is things that are based on a circle. Like for those rugs, the patterns in the rugs are a really good example of radial symmetry. So that's awesome. Let's see who else is done. Athena looks like she's done some work. Wow. Wow, look at is that from your oven? I love those patterns. It's so beautiful. And of course, Athena, I think, was the first to post her red inspired pile. And then this is Steven. Aren't those colors pretty? I am a sucker for green. I love green. Okay, lamb sauce. Well done. A lot of you guys are following the instructions perfectly. So the people that are actually doing their work really clearly understand what is required. Loving the contact sheets. It's so cool to see all the photos you've taken. Let's see what Art Forever is up to. Seems like to be a little bit of an empty class. Oh, Gavin. Gavin's, oh, isn't that beautiful? I am loving the pink and white one he circled. I agree with you, Gavin. That's a really good choice. And Tamsin has done some nature. I feel like that's a nature heart. Beautiful leaves. Where are you getting red leaves? Must be in Australia. Wow, I love that white and yellow one. Okay, so now I want to show you something. I'm going to go back out to my iPad and I want to show you this really cool app called Sketches. And there's a reason I'm showing you this. I think some of you guys use this app already for your 4D work with Miss Stremska. But Sketches has this really cool option, but I think you have to upgrade to get it. So you may, but bear with me, it will explain itself. So first of all, I just want to go over the idea. So we're being inspired. The reason why we took all those photos was we were being inspired for this step, this drawing step. And I am loving, I feel like these are Emily's photos. I love this red one with the yellow, so white, sorry, and then the other one that I showed you, the yellowy orange one. I really like those colors. So those are the flowers, the examples of radial symmetry that are going to inspire me. So I've kind of uploaded them into my layers so I have them in my mind. Okay, so this is the cool thing with the Sketches. It has a symmetry ruler. So first of all, it has a circular ruler, which is uber cool to create a circle. But then if you click the symmetry part, it gives you these options, and it will literally, see, that's give you a ruler for all the symmetrical little areas. How cool is that? And basically what we're going to do today with our art is we're just going to draw a composition that is radial symmetrical based on nature. So if you have this app, oh my god, this is so fun. So all you got to do is choose your drawing painting tool. And I'm going to start with like kind of a pencil idea. And I'm literally just drawing in one section, and then it literally radial symmetricates itself. I don't know if that's a word, but how amazing is that? Isn't that the coolest thing? So you can see that I'm kind of looking at Emily's red and white flower as inspiration. And I'm just drawing lines. And there, boom, my radial symmetrical composition. Took me a few minutes. Super fun, super easy. And I think I just wanted to show you this. I'm not telling you to use this app because I'm going to show you the pencil in a minute. But I wanted to show you because I think it's a very clear way to figure out how to make radial symmetry. This app is super fun, so you're just going to have to bear with me because I did the pencil lines, which is basically what I need you to do for step one, but now I'm kind of just going to play. I think I'm going to add some color and see what I can create here. I'm not really following the radial symmetry totally. I have the plan underneath, but now I'm just going to kind of play. Okay, so if you don't have the cool Sketches app, like I don't know who would, because you have to pay for it, no problem. We can do it the traditional way. All you need is paper. My paper's not really cut very evenly because it was all I had that I could find, strangely enough. Ruler, eraser, and pencils. So if you remember how they set up the rulers, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to set up our, just draw these lightly, just as a guide. So you're just going to draw in the middle of your paper, vertical and horizontal. I have my big ruler here, which fits my paper, which is a little bit better. And by drawing one vertical and one horizontal, then it's really easy for us to find the center, right? And then we just draw, and then this is up to you. We draw, how many definitions? I'm going to draw 4 sections. So what does that give me all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 sections. Okay, so then looking at your photos, try and choose some really cool lines or some really interesting shapes that you found that were interesting in your symmetrical nature. So we're looking for organic shapes, and people that were in my class last year will remember when I talk about an organic line or an organic shape, which is non-geometric. Those are some key words, so let's see if you know what I'm talking about. And then every single one of these are going to be the same. So whatever you draw on one, you have to draw on the others. So I'm trying to, I want to do it kind of organic flowery, because I really love those flowers that you guys did. So I'm going to do this really interesting floral, and then I'm going to have to do it again. So I did it here like this, and then like this, and then like this. And you have to be very careful. Let me just show you what I'm doing. Here, can you see what I started to do here? It's a little bit hard to see, I know, in my camera. So I'm going to go around and go all the way around the edge, and then I'll outline it in ink for you guys so you can see it later. But just to get you started, that's what I want you to do. I'm going to show you some examples of some really awesome students doing this same idea. Well, this is kind of fun now that I started it. I'm just going to keep working away here on my... So I'm just doing an organic petalish shape. Oh, and it's okay if... Okay, stop talking, Miss A. Just get to work. you can see what I've started here. I outlined it in ink, which I mean by marker, pen, just so you guys can see what I'm doing to make it a little bit easier. Please work in pencil so then you can erase your lines. I'm just doing this as an example. It will be better for pencil if you moving forward, because we will be adding colors. So I did my my petal, my organic lines. So that's a start. You can see because I was just doing a freehand, I'm not very even. So do try and focus and see if you can come up with a good strategy to make sure that it is truly symmetrical. Because it's freehand, there's a little bit of a license there, and we can play around with it. I'm going to now add some more lines moving out, I think, and then I think I wanted to add a few lines in here because that red flower that I was looking at, I really like, so I'm gonna add. And then that red flower had, I like that, had these big white lines. So I think I'm gonna follow this up and then shoot out a white line on each side. So that means I'm following this line up and shooting out. Ooh, this guy's not gonna fit. Didn't plan that very well. And easy way to do this as you go is you can my ink's not working very well on this paper. There we go. Shoot that out, coming out. You can turn your paper around as you do it, is what I was trying to say. So then coming up here. Okay, so I think you guys have the idea of what you're going to do. How much are you going to do? I'm not sure. I'm kind of having really a lot of fun doing this. I wasn't expecting it to be so easy and fun. So I'm just going to keep playing here with my design, and I'll show you mine when I'm done. And I'm excited to see what you do.